What's going on there, YouTube? Just out messing around in the shop today. I didn't do a whole lot RC wise this weekend. Was looking for something to do with what I have. I don't have any money to spend on the hobby, so I've got a lot of parts. And if you've been following along on Facebook or Instagram, you've seen I've been trying to sell my D110. I just kind of bored with it, and yeah, haven't had any luck. So took the body off, started stripping the frame down, and yeah, came across this idea here. This side of it I've had to do some different body mounts, and this is going to mount our, it's going to be higher than that, but mount my cut down blazer body that I've turned into a pickup. And I'm going to show you how I'm going about doing that. So let's get started. Okay, so to start off with, I mounted this rear mount here, and this bolt is the rear bolt on the transfer case mount. I just got lucky. These body mounts I'm using here are from an RC4wd drive Mojave body mount set for the Trail Stomper chassis, or the Trail Finder 1 chassis. And these are slightly offset. They're nice aluminum, and they have two mounting holes. They are the rear mounts, I believe. The front mounts were different. I've had a couple of those sets throughout the years of doing this, so I used all four. I had two sets, and I used all four of the front mounts to mount the original Amigo body on that chassis, that old Intigy D90 frame. So I've had these four rear mounts just sitting around, and just going through bins trying to look at what I got, and I think these are going to work out pretty well. They, depending on which way you mount them, you can do them like this and lower the body, you can do them like this and raise the body, and I think it's going to give me the height I need for this chassis to look right on the body and give me tire clearance and everything I need. I've installed the factory Blazer body mount set. It has little plastic pieces that screw onto the mounts, and then this plastic piece that body pins between them. And should be, the wheelbase should be right. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do for a bed or anything yet. I just wanted to get the body on, the front body, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to flip it around here, and I'll show you more step by step how I did all this, and we'll finish the other side up. So this is the starting point. I have my one bolt in through the transfer case mount, and that allows me to level it and drill out this hole. You can see here, this is where the stock D90 or D110 body mount goes. Kind of just eyeballing it. Based off of the height, this mount sits flush with the higher part of the chassis, so when I put this up here, I just line it up with that top right there, and worked pretty well on the other side. To make sure I've got the right distance, I go ahead and put on the body mounts, screw that onto there, do this one facing this way, and I'll put the other one on the other way, and I'll go ahead and pin it to the body mount, and then I'll use a little scratch to mark my first hole for the front. Just using a regular drill and a little cheap drill bit. They are wearing fast. It takes a little bit to drill through this, so I'm going to go ahead and get the body mount ends on the body mounts, and then we'll start getting ready to drill. Alright, so I got the mounts all set up. Got my little awl here. Just got to put a little mark on the chassis so I know where I need to drill, and I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Go in that hole here and try to get a good centered mark, maybe an X. See if that's still, it's looking pretty good. I'm only going to do one at a time, so that way I can go ahead and bolt this one down, tighten it, make sure it's level, and then I can go ahead and just drill the other. There's no need to mark it. So I'm going to go ahead and take all that back off now and start drilling. Alright, so I got the front hole drilled and mounted. I did, while I was there, go ahead and drill the back hole for this mount, and I'm swapping out my hardware to some locked up RC scale bolts kind of as I'm going along here. I'm running out of the shorter stuff. I bought a full vehicle set. I've been using them a little bit here, a little bit there on everything, so I have to save up and get me some more here before long. But you can see I just got that lined up pretty straight, and I'm just going to go ahead and drill that out now. Alright folks, they are all on. I fished out the body screws, so let's put this thing on here and see what it looks like. I went ahead and threw the grill on just to get a look at it. And it is a little snug to get the body on since I've glued in a cab wall here in the back, so something to consider when you're turning one of these into a pickup. But it's not too big of a problem. These things lined up is though. Hope I got the right length screw. I think so. Yep. So I'm still not sure what I'm going to do for a bed. I may attempt to lengthen a bed for it. If that turns really bad, then I may end up building a flat bed. We'll just have to see what happens when we get there. For now, I'm digging the wheelbase. It's just I think it's going to be a short bed pickup. It looks like a pretty close to the standard short bed wheelbase. I don't know, it may not be exact. I was really wanting to do a long bed, but this body's just so big, and yeah, there's not really any platform to put it on yet, so let's roll with this for now. I think I need to do a little more work on my back wall of my cab. It's kind of pulling in a little bit. Let's see once we get it all said and done here. Yeah, it's getting pulled back a little bit. That glue's holding really well. So, there it is. I think the body height to the chassis is pretty good. You can see the side of the frame. Pretty good underneath. The bumper will be just level with the front of the frame. I think it's going to work out pretty well. Let me turn it around here and adjust the light. Alright, I couldn't resist a little flex shot here. This is all 4-link. This is a D110. So it's not true to scale for this type pickup, but who cares? Flip it around here and show you how I didn't do a very detailed back of the cab here, just a flat sheet of styrene. Because I wasn't planning on you being able to see it. When I did that originally, I had a flatbed coming and was hoping it was going to work, but it didn't. So yeah, it's not the best looking job, but hopefully we get a truck bed on there and you won't be able to see it anymore. Let me look at something here. Make sure we're pretty centered. Pretty needed. It needs a little bit wider stance to these are the 155 Landies. They are a little narrow. I may turn those things around. I saw a Facebook friend did a Suburban out of these, and he used those wheels and flopped them around the other way, and it just fit perfect with the width of the body. So maybe a video on that coming up here pretty soon. I got one more thing here we'll take a look at and see. Alright, just set that bed up there, see how much we're lacking. About an inch and a quarter maybe. It's gonna be a challenge. So I have to see if I fill up to hacking up another blazer just for an inch of bedside. I have to make another truck cab. But that's for a later video. I just thought I would throw this on something, see if we can't make a Chevy truck. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more. Check me out on Instagram, and make sure and hit the like button.